she's like me. She's a basic Hey, Sway from Tiny Wave TV, and this is a rant. Alright, I shouldn't be anywhere near a mic right now, especially without a script. But I made a mistake and I need to address it. So, I try to be as cohesive as I possibly can, but know that I'm just kind of, all over the place right now. And I just needed to talk about it, or else I would explode. So, this is about a comment that brought to my attention a mistake that I made in entry number 6. So what happened was I said the Ulysses, but I showed another ship. So the commenter said, yo, this is not the Ulysses, this is the Hyperion. So I got it wrong, right? I say the name of one ship, I show another ship. That was the mistake, right? No. No. I wish that was like all there was to it. No. Let me elaborate on the situation for you. What happened in entry number 6 was that I was talking about this particular moment at the end of the Battle of Vermilion, right before Wenli and Reinhard met on board the Brunhild. So the flagships, their flagships, they were just like there, so serene, so peaceful. They weren't doing anything. They were just there. Well, just a moment ago, Wenli was like this close to blowing up that white girl Brunhild. So I just found that moment really surreal, and I said, yo, the Ulysses and the Brunhild, so close to each other and just existing peacefully there, something like that. And it was not the Ulysses, it was the Hyperion. That magnificent blue lady, she was the Hyperion. And this whole time I thought she was the Ulysses. Like, can you see like how dire the situation is? This whole time I was mistaking the Hyperion for the Ulysses. So when I saw that comment, I was like, what? So I looked up the Hyperion, and yeah, the blue lady comes up, and I'm like, all right, so if this is the Hyperion, who the fuck is the Ulysses? Who's that girl? So I look the Ulysses up, and she's a basic bitch. She's like me. Like, I admit, the fact that I didn't really pay close attention to those military stuff, like the details in that regard. Yeah, it came to bite me in the ass. And you see how it came to bite me. It was all because I was careless. Like, you know what I thought? Like, the first thing that came to my mind was like, I just thought this was something about the art. You know how some things shift in the art? Freaking Wenli had brown hair in the beginning, and then his hair turned blue. So I was like, maybe that was what was happening here. You know, she was the Ulysses, she was green at first, and then somehow she turned blue. But no, like, girl, even the shapes are different. Oh, God. So I don't know what happened this past couple of months in my head, because like I went through the entries for the flagships on Gingapedia, and as I was reading, I was like, yeah, right, that should happen. And like, how did I overlook the fact that young Wenli? Well, I overlooked a lot of details. Like, the blue lady, the Hyperion, she was his girl. But then, the Battle of Vermilion, she went back to Heinesen. She was sent to be, destroyed, whatever, while Wenli retired. But the Ulysses, that bandit girl, she was in the Robin Hood fleet. She took off with Merkats, right? And then, when that whole situation came up on Heinesen and Wenli left, he left on Leda too. We know that girl. We know that skinny girl. We know her from the pirate Dusty and the dead Wenli. Yeah, we know that girl. So when he left Heinesen, the Hyperion was sent with the 3 gentlemen, Patrushev, Murai, and Fisher. She was sent to Iserlohn. She reunited with Wenli, but by the time she did, he had already moved on to the Ulysses, to that homewrecker, lucky bandit bitch. That's what happened. How could I forget? How could I mix up the 2 ships? I think they were one. And like, the more I think about it, like, oh my god, certain scenes didn't really make sense. Off the top of my empty head, I can think of like 2 scenes. One was that scene. I even used this in one of the entries, in entry number 10, maybe. I don't know. You know, Merkus was like right in front of the blue lady, and he was kind of like looking up at her and thinking how he has changed his mind at the age of like 60, whatever. Why would he look up at the Ulysses and think about that? It wasn't the Ulysses, it was the freaking Hyperion. It was his flagship at the time. And then, oh my god. When Iserlohn folks found out about the plot against Wenli, and he was on the other 2, right? Julian went on the Ulysses. And I remember saying something like, yeah, we're on the Ulysses, the lucky ship, whatever. I mean, they said that a lot, right? So I remember thinking at that time, like, Ulysses? Where is that girl? I don't see her. She was there. She was there. 913D, 913D, I don't know. She was there and I was like, where? Like, oh my god, oh my god. My life, y'all, my life has been a lie and I need to rewatch this. Yeah, bye.